Hello friends, it's Dave here from SaveDex, here to talk about Night Squad 2. This is a fun multiplayer party game which I've been enjoying on the Nintendo Switch. I won't be doing a proper review since two friends of mine have already done so. I will link in the description to those two reviews, so check out the Indie Gaming Guild and Indie Game Pulse for some more information on the game as a whole. And consider subscribing to them if you like what you see there. And while you're in the subscribing mood, it would be nice for you to hit that button below to join our party too. So although they've got their reviews out there, I still wanted to get my opinion out there on this game, and I've decided to showcase all of the mini-games. I have played them all both online and off, and have ranked them in order from my least favourite to my most favourite. But every mini-game here has given me some enjoyment, so don't feel bad if your favourites are near the bottom of this list. So let's take a look at what you're getting with this game and how much fun I find them. 13 to get through, so let's do this. Number 13 is Minion Master. In this game, every kill you make creates minions in your base. Once you build up an army of them, stand on the switch to release them and they go to attack the enemy's base. You can kill the minions on their way too. This was my least favourite of the minigames, but I didn't hate it. It was a tad annoying trying to get them across safely, but it was harmless enough overall. People like escort missions, right? Number 12, Crystal Rash. Grab a drill and destroy all of the enemy's crystals. First team to destroy all the crystals wins. A simple setup and it works well, but can be quite brief, I found. It was okay to play, but it didn't leave much of an impression on me. Number 11, Domination. There are bases scattered around, touching one turns it to your colour. You gain points for how long your colour is present. You will want to claim as many as possible at one time. This can be quite frantic, but it wasn't the most exciting to play. I found myself just running around from base to base a lot of the time. Number 10, Painter. At first I thought this would be one of the best, as it reminded me of Splatoon. You just run around leaving your colour behind you, but the winner isn't determined by whose colour is most present at the end, like I thought it would be. Instead, you gain points by running around. When I discovered that, all my joy for this vanished at once, as I didn't really see the point in this one if you're just going to get points for simply running around. But then I realised you don't get points for running over your own colour, but by painting your colour new. So this has moved up a few places on my list from my first impression, but I still would have preferred it being scored as most dominant colour at the end wins. Number 9, Payload. There's a minecart in the middle of the track. Standing in that surrounding circle moves it towards the opponent's base. There will be a lot of slaughtering on the other team, as the minecart will move with the team that has the most members inside the circle. You can adjust the speed of the cart in the settings beforehand to make the game flow at the pace you require. It can get quite tense when reaching an opponent's side, as they frantically set out to prevent it. This minigame is certainly on the right track. Number 8, Capture the Flag. This is pretty much what you would expect. It's capture the flag. Go get your opponent's flag and bring it to yours. It's fun, it's solid, it deserves a place in this game. Not really much more to say than that, it's just capture the flag, go play it. Number 7, Capture the Grail. Kind of like Capture the Flag, but slightly better in my opinion, mainly because you're not forced into teams, and I prefer to work alone in these games. There's a Grail and you need to capture it and return it to your base. You also get points by simply holding the Grail. Sometimes if I knew my opponents are just going to get it anyway, I wouldn't chase them. I would just hang around in the middle so I could grab it instantly when it reappeared there. I enjoyed this more than Capture the Flag, as everyone was out for themselves, which created more mayhem and therefore more fun. It's not quite the holy grail of minigames, but I quite enjoyed it. Number 6, Juggernaut. This is your basic battle mode, just set out slaughtering each other for points, but in the centre is the Juggernaut, a powerful gun that can lay waste to others with ease. So grabbing that gun will allow you to rack up those points, but you also paint a target on your back. A good case of risk versus reward. It's great fun this one, and you feel so powerful spraying those bullets. Number 5, Gladiator. In the centre is the base with the crown in it. To score points you need to simply be in that area. But with 7 opponents ready to take you out, it's not so easy. So this is one to be defensive in. I keep trying to hide in the corner, but it doesn't always go well. It has Glad in the name for a reason. It certainly makes me feel glad when playing it. Number 4, Soccer. I'm a big fan of Rocket League. This is sort of like that, but nowhere near as fast or frantic. This may not be technically a good minigame, and it can be quite difficult to get the ball moving right, but I just found this one hilarious. So while I couldn't really call it a good mini game, it is a lot slower than I'd like it to be, but I still had such a good time with it. Number 3, Soul Hunter. You each have a base. When you kill someone, their soul follows you around and you bring it back to your base to score. It can be a treacherous trip back home as people tend to target you, and if they kill you, they get your soul as well as the ones you already had. So if you see someone with a load of orbs following them, it's so tempting to take them down, although you run the risk of getting killed by others thinking the same thing. This was a really fun and strategic mode. Number 2, Race. You get a top-down view of a racetrack, simply run around and be the first to complete the race. You get to kill your opponents on the way around. Getting killed means you have to wait a few seconds to respawn, but doing the killing gives you a speed boost. There are also boost pads on the way around too. These little mechanics make this simple run around the track into a fun competitive mode, and I put it in second place on this list because I always come second when I play it. And number 1, Battle Royale. The simplest of the modes, but sometimes the basics can be the best, and I enjoy this one the most. One hit and you're eliminated. Last one standing gets the point and we restart. Your starting point changes each time to keep you on your toes. This reminds me of some of the Bomberman games I've played, maybe that's why I enjoy it so much. This is just the basis of what Night Squad 2 is, utilising the simple mechanics in an effective way that anyone can pick up and play. Very competitive and easy to understand. Keep fighting until you're number 1, like how this game mode made it to number 1 on my list. So that's how I would rank these minigames in Night Squad 2. Remember, these are based purely on how much fun I've personally had with them. So let me know in the comments down below whether you agree or disagree with me, how you found these minigames, and make sure to like and subscribe. And all I can say really now is, thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.